Hello there. My name is Tzveta, and you're in DaVinci Style channel of visionary art and personal transformation. Have you felt lately that just one way to translate the energy in the many ways that you have been on a big detour and you've been off the road, and now slowly you're starting to see your way back? You have these glimpses of, gosh, I forgot I was going this direction, and you've been detouring, and it's absolutely fabulous, the space that you are in, the perfect place, exact place where you need to be. And I'll explain, because when we come here, we come to collect data. So we collect data and we become more. So every detour brings more. It adds on. It's an add-on, more information, so we can experience the fullness, the totality of who we are. This is what I dedicate my life on 4 continents, traveling, living on so many different places, different culture, background, experiences. And this is culmination of my entire 30 years conscious transformative experience that I have never stopped asking questions, never stopped making mistakes. And I call mistakes very, very, very sexy. And I'm here to bring to you some of them. So the detour, as you go on this journey and you lose yourself and you say, oh my God, and you start to bitch at yourself. But the detour, it's a gift, just like the challenge, the challenges, the detours. Every time we think we've done something wrong, every time we think we have been not in the right place, actually it's the opposite is true. We are always in the perfect place, the exact perfect place. And the DaVinci Spiral, it's so many things. It's science, it's logic, it's mind, it's a very organized structure, and it's a blueprint of your life. One by one, there's a different configuration for each person, and this is what I activate, generate. I do it by my hand. It's not computerized, not yet. And it shows you the backgrounds. This is, I'm talking today about the principle of the background that we put from us to us, so we can find. So before we came here, and this is just a theory, if you don't believe in this, dismiss it. Just take what resonates with you. Assuming our soul creates a blueprint, and I believe this is one of them. And put little nuggets, put little treasures and hides it. So we hid our treasures from us so we can come on this journey. And just as the fool comes on, starts this journey, and this is a journey towards the self in you, my friend, when you're gonna take that most exquisite journey to the self, conscious journey. We are on a journey, we know it or we don't know it, but when we consciously see, we start to see a different picture, a different landscape. It's created for in front of us. So welcome to my YouTube channel. I have been doing videos forever on Facebook. I love live interaction, and this is where I'm finding myself right now, in this space of detour. I left New Jersey 2008. 18, the end of it. And I've been detouring. And my intention at the time was to fully come to Miami area and do one things that I have been doing all my life. And this detour, it has served me incredibly to find more treasures, lots of treasures, because in each challenge, it's a gift. It's a gift. And I've been giving a lot of gifts through my interactions with people. It's where I have found most exquisite gifts. And every person that I have met, some of them for shorter time, for longer time, but every person has contributed to who I am now, because we are a conglomerate of every single person we meet. Even we just put a gaze on the teller in your grocery shop, you just lock a gaze for a second or two or more. What we do, we exchange energy. We are energy beings in an energy environment, and this is another part of my energy game. But today, I want to talk about this detour. And if you're a technical person from a logical, technical background where we're coming from, you understand this is as a new upgrade to a system, as Apple release the new phone, and it could be before release or just after release. There's a lot of bugs. The system is not yet stable, but it's already a new system. And this is energetically how I'm translating the collective energy, what is going on. This is from technology based. I love technology. The technology, it's only mirrors our growing, evolving consciousness. Nothing else. A lot of people are afraid that the AI is gonna take over. They cannot, because the AI, it's our extension of us to support our growth or to show us where we're going, our growth. And anything you desire, you can create. So what is the big reset? It's been for a long time. The reset has been for a very, very long time. I just want to calculate something. A lot of things, as I talk, a lot of things are coming to me as idea and concept to put them together. So I'm going to calculate 2021 minus 2021 we are right now. And this is a very ancient stream of consciousness that it's been running. Imagine there are many multidimensional expressions with, in one reality, there are parallel reality running. There are different streams, different channels. I call them in DaVinci Spiral channels of activation. And depending to which channel, which radio station, and you have heard this expression, is nothing new. But depending on which channel you've been tuned in, you can get different information. So what I'm talking about 36 years ago, and this is exactly by the blueprint of the spiral, a circle of 36 years, it's needed to complete the full 360 degree. And I have a theory that I have not developed yet. If you are excited about what I'm going to tell you, you can contact me and together we can create it. Because from my point where I'm coming from, what I have experienced, 36 is the natural order of timing where you can tune into the new way of being. The timing, it's 36, not 24. 24, it's needed to compress in order to create pressure, in order to bring an essence of something, just like the alchemists. The alchemists, what they do, they put material, they put it under pressure, and they put fire, and after that, drops are extracted. This is what we're doing. We're extracting the raw material. The raw material are our experiences. As we live them, as we go through them, we put them, and it's hermetically sealed. Hermetically sealed. These are the principle of the Hermetics, Egyptian time. This knowledge, this understanding, it's been coming to us. We all have access to this, direct access to all the information that we need to deal with all the challenges, including viruses. This is very ancient. It's just given a modern term, virus, but it's very ancient. And if you tune to a different frequency, to different radio station within you, we can, it's like the cloud. The cloud. And this is how the technology is serving us. The cloud, it's what the new age people call the Akashic record. Everything, every thought, every emotion, every experience, it's upload to the cloud collectively. So we have individual clouds where it's stores one person experience, then we have a collective cloud. And think of this cloud, the ancient time they call it, through the school of mysticism, they call it the Akashic record. They try to explain it. Nowadays we have a different language. We are upgrading, and this is where we are now. And we've been doing this for 36 years, that we've been integrating the one part, and I've been playing all this, exploring all these domains, all this different frequency, and I'm here to bridge it for you to make sense. People, the logical people, the practical people, the earthy people, and they show on my charts the earthy people that have a very solid, they are the builders, they are the fixers. Give me a physical problem and I will fix it. But give them something to do in the emotional level, on the other level, they get lost. Opposite, it's true. Give some thinker, creator, give them something physical, they get clumsy, they cannot fix it, but they've got they see, they can perceive idea, they're flexible, movable. So this is what I'm talking. What type, or what is your archetype? What is the cloth you're made of? And this system that I'm offering, it can show you what are the skills that you come, and it's going to confirm you. It's going to confirm to you things that you know innately. When something resonates, it means only one thing. It's tuned with your own truth. And this is, I work with the integrity, the two crosses. This is the integrity of our own soul. And then I work on the collective. So back to the collective, back to this many, many things, bridge them. Many, many aspects of you, bring them together, where you realize the oneness, the totality of who you are. You already know it. We are already okay. We are already there. It's time to see it. As in the Matrix movie, they say, you already made the choice. Here now you came to understand why you make this choice. And this is what I'm offering. Fun, entertainment, transformation. The detouring, as we are coming back, and I'm talking again from my own personal experience, and each personal experience contribute to the collective. Once you walk this path to you, direction in, this one way, there's many other ways. When you come to your own center, when you, the conviction of who you are, from there, from this point, you see much more clearly. And only when you're in the center of your being, you automatically, you see the collective picture, and then you realize that every person is doing their part. Every person, it's gonna be pushed. You want it? Don't want it. But why don't we make it more conscious, more joyful, more fun, more creative, more expansive, more luxurious? Why not? Why not? Why don't we give ourselves? And this is what I'm here to inspire you. So, to give yourself permission. To give yourself permission to have and to experience this incredible playground that we call life. If you're drawn to what I'm talking, go check my website, tzvetadavinci.com, and please subscribe. Give me thumbs ups or thumbs down. It's very good to give, and this is a gift because you are another me, and me, it's another you. And as we support each other through this journey, as we support, we are making it more fun. We are together in this. We are together. I talk about lots of topics, about how to treat a woman, how to be a woman, about sexuality, spirituality, and sensuality, about life and death. So many topics, and each one of us, at least once in their life, has experienced death of a loved one, and or has experienced falling in love. This, for me, are the big two transformer that it feels like they come from outside and they take you and they take your breath away. But these two are the biggest transformer I have found is by experience. And these are so much to share about this, to bring clarity to you, to share my own experience so you can understand it. As well, I will entertain you. These cards, these are cards based on the DaVinci Spiral 36 tarot cards. They're my own version of the Fool travels this journey. And we are the Fool. And what is more exquisite but to laugh at yourself after a painful experience, after a drama, after something unpleasant, to come to a point, to come to a state of being that you can laugh about yourself. It's exquisite. It's priceless. It's I really wish you can experience it and to see yourself. And I look myself in my old, I call them my sexiness. How sexy of me. As I'm talking here, and as I have been talking, pieces, sometimes distorted, sometimes more clearly. Some of the videos that I look back, I say, oh gosh, how can you be like this or like that? How can you look like this? I have been judgmental towards myself. I've been bitched about myself. And now I'm looking back with great compassion and acknowledgement and gratitude to every single part, expression, fuck up I make, mess up, creation, expression, words. And I can rejoice. I never was gonna do a tattoo. And after the transition of my son, this is a reminder, this Phoenix, that it's possible. It's possible to burn to the ground and then rise again. Yet the burning, it prunes you. It burns everything that we collected as wrong ideas. The burning is there to clear the space, and the burning is there to burn the lies. When you burn to the ground, it's only then you really start a true journey. Only when you go on your knees, wherever your bubble, it pops out. It pops out. It's inevitable. That's why I'm saying love and that. It's gonna pop you out. If you're like falling off to go, and as Rumi say, die to the love. Die, and you will be reborn. Dying to the who you think you are. I was dying many times, consciously. I was entertaining this idea for many years, and then I saw more and more people bringing, and I was thinking I'm crazy having these ideas. How can you think of this? You're that. What? How? 1995, it's where I set on a physical journey, and I left Bulgaria around the world, and through my constant transformation, constant. I'm talking about the dad with my brother. We talked one day, and I had big imaginary problems because everything is imaginary. And he said, Tzveta, just imagine that you die now. Or the opposite, imagine that everybody that you know, that you consider problem, they're not here. They're dead. What you gonna do? And it was the first glimpse, one of the first glimpses, one of many other glimpses. It's like a pearl necklace. And suddenly I was thrown in this void, and it stopped my breath. Just the thought of it, it was so out of this world. I thought, actually, this was the first moment that I enter into the real world. It's a constraint, it's concepts, it's ideas within the mental constraint. There's so much more to say. I hope you can put this for your puzzle. And another way to take it, it's just if you know already this is just another confirmation from another human or not. I doubt about that. But anyway, just another way to confirmation that you're not going crazy. You're not. You're not. So I'm gonna just draw one of these cards today and see where these are like little reminder for me. Playfulness, playfulness. You don't need to take this serious as well if you don't want to. You could take it just as entertainment. So, okay, this is my own writing. One day when they're ready, I'm gonna publish them with my art. And I do digital art, and this eye has been transforming. At first was like a friend of mine said, this eye has a cataract. I said, let's me fix it. Let's do operation. So as I go, I paint it and I take pictures and different expression. But this, it has a deeper meaning of reminding me the filters, the layers, the perception. Okay, the card. Water in fire number 3. Water Empress. Water Empress. I am personally on my chart. These are the backgrounds. This is what I calculate for you to see where you are right now. What are the backgrounds? It's just kind of a weather channel. This is an energy reading. It's not gonna tell you what is gonna happen. It's just telling you, hey, water. Background, water. Learn to swim, girl. Learn to swim. Where I am. And because water is one of my challenges as an element, we come with two elements that are our skills, and 2 elements that are our challenges, but they are our disguised gifts. Okay. Water. This is from these cards are on the blueprint of the spiral, and each person has a different configuration. These are just for the collective where we are, and I have the collective spiral activation as well, and I do other collective reading updates. So here, water, fire. Let's imagine we're in the water, and we are 1, 2, 3. Water element in the fire here. This is what it's gonna. Emotional richness. This is just for you when you see this video, whenever you see it. Subscribe if you like what you see or not. Type something if you wish to share something, ask something, anything, just to create this interaction. It's where it's bubbling. Once upon a time, before we come here, we were pure Zen, not moving, not standing. And on one level, this is what we are. But here, in this reality, the way we are setting up, it's in the dynamic, it's in the interaction, it's where things are happening. A long time ago, I experienced LSD with a very scientific purpose, with intention, and it gave me a gift, one of the nuggets, one of the treasures that what I ask, what is the most important things in this life? For me, from my point, it's in the interaction. Because in the interaction, there's a friction. And this is the ancient Hawaiian from 13,000 years ago. They brought forward this incredible data, codings. I work with this knowledge very deeply. I studied it for 3 years to the depths of chants, massages, healing, teaching. So it's what they bring. It's like spirit comes and start to move through the elements, and the elements, they're like this friction, interaction, dynamic that they create a new configuration, and expansion is born out of it. So the water in fire, I call this the battlefield. Collectively, how I explain the energetics, I'm gonna put this collectively, the energetics. Water, it's your female part, and these are only concept. Don't take it literally, just use it to put your own puzzle. Water, the element of water, it's your relationship, a connection with your mother, the feminine energy, and the fire, it's the masculine energy. One goes down, another one. These are the two duality, light and dark, up and down, in and out. And in this relationship, this is how we grow, expand, and this now we are integrating, we're bridging. So once a person integrate their own energetic field and their own psychology and their layers and layers and layers and layers and layers, once we put them together, it's a new ground available there. You see through different eyes of perception. You're clear. The things are clear. And then up to the next journey and next mountain and next mountain. And these are to remind me when I'm in the valley, when everything gets cloudy, when I'm in the dark, I don't see any option. I don't have a way out in my own head. All these pieces, I made it from me, and from me to me, and from me to you, because you're the other me. 3, I'm going to read you. 3, it's the third step. And 9, there are 9 steps. It's, again, model that you can use. A 9 step of planting a seed to the blooming, to the mastery. The first step is the magician, the intention. You put intention, and then you go through the steps, and you go to the 9, where it's the blooming, the mastery. You can put it in 3 steps. I'm making it more fun. We came here to have fun. We don't need to shorten this journey. It's beautiful. So, emotional richness, expression, action. Gosh, I cannot read my writing. Action. Our action are gonna align with our emotion. So they're always aligned. The actions are always aligned with our emotion. The question is, can you see it consciously? Can you see and put together whatever you feel, your action on the base of how you feel? So as Esther and Jerry the Abraham, they call it the famous things. One inspired action, it's gonna produce incredible results. Like you can just sit for 3, for 6 months, for a year, and you just sit. And when you align, when you feel, when it comes, spirit comes to you, takes you and moves you with its wings and takes you across, and it transports you. So one inspired action create boom, magical result, and people call it magic, but it's the emotions. The emotions are hidden. They're the invisible. The spiral, the energetic of the spiral, it's hidden, it's invisible, it's feminine. It's feminine. Go figure. That's why you cannot put the feminine energy. It's an ocean. Can you put a ocean in a cup and call it the ocean? No, it's water in a cup. But this is another topic, very, very dear of mine. Very sexy. Okay. Water in fire. This is the integration. And this is the balance, how to maintain balance. If you put water into the fire, or too much water, it's going to kill the fire. But we want to maintain the integrity of the two elements. And so the two elements they sound very contradictory, paradoxical. This is mysterious. This is what we are. Just accept it. And when you work in these paradoxes, and we start to fine-tune, and this is the mastery. It's always fine-tuning and creating this balance. And in this balance, what I found, you've been to a circus and see this guy balancing on the rope, and it's balancing. And the moment you reach equilibrium within, we are, for some reason, and we don't need to explain it now here, right away, just if you can accept it for the purpose of what I'm going to tell you. We build like this, that the moment the balancing created, immediately we are taken to the next level. And the next level will present you with more challenges, more things to balance. When I'm going to have a piece in white. Sorry, not here, not on earth, because we came and within the movement, and I love movement work put together, tanza, dance meditation. Within the movement, and can be very different kind of within the movement balancing created until you reach to a real state, absolute center of your everything. But somebody told me a long time ago, it's in the movement, it's in the caca, it's in the craziness where it's most fun. And my suspicion, this creation creates out of kicks and giggles, just for fun, forgetting itself. But this knowledge, it's everywhere, it's available. You don't need to look far, just your keyboard, your computer or phone. How much do you want this? How much do you want? How curious you are. How fed up you are. So much more and more. My mother, she's got always one wish when something beautiful happened. Say, this and more. This is what you have now and more. Passionate emotion. To recognize the patterns that are stopping you. Abundance of feeling. So what the fire and the water creates steam. I was talking about how to balance this two elements, how to bring them. It's if you put too much water, the fire is killed. If you put too much fire, the water is gonna be evaporating. So this is in the balance. This is between the masculine and feminine. This is the dynamic, the dance between man and woman. It comes from and when we understand the fundamentals, we start to understand first our own self, how we are in a relationship. Then we start to understand other people, where they're coming from, why this is happening. So more understanding, the more you understand, the more things are possible. Aligning the fire water. It's my water emotion too hot or too cold. This is another favorite topic. That is where sadness can arise and compassion. What have I wrote? Mercury in Cancer. I have been building these cards like little keywords. Re, ra, ha. Reevaluate emotional experience, reframe, find the blessings. Yeah. I'm gonna leave you here for now to digest this. You can find me on Facebook, Tzveta DaVinci. I've got a personal and another page, or Instagram, where I post little pieces of me, little pieces of my soul. This is what my channel is about. Little pieces of my experience, and I really trust I can inspire you. Ciao.